when I was able to hear their statement about the case that they may file if ever there is the support of the complainant as a serious physical injury, among others. So I was compelled again to speak in order to show the world that we are here in Lawag City. There is law that is being observed. We are not afraid of telling the truth. Juray sino ti katintin mo parmi, let it be. In this in this scenario, I brought out that the possible violation that was made was a violation of the Anti-Torture Act. This is Republic Act 9745. It took effect sometime on November 10, 2009. This law applies not only to the police officers or members of the army, but to all persons in authority. Under the law, punong barangay is a person in authority because they are given the power to implement the law. Now, if they are person in authority and on that law, it would state when a person in authority may violate that law. If you are investigating or taking the taking a certain suspect of confessing of a certain crime, that may cover that Anti-Torture Act. So in this case, it is very clear that there was someone asking the confession and asking the modus operandi of the victim with regards to alleged crime that he committed. So, mabalingag fault ti Anti-Torture Act at no kitan tayo systematic ti inaramid da maasyanak kay launay nga makabuyajak pay kaya nga palpasen nga buyaen. It's very graphic agasan DJ laklakayan ka nga kabkabilan da ka DJ ubing. So it is very shameful and very disrespectful that more reason laws should apply to this case. Now, unknown by many, the Anti-Torture Act provides a lot of assistance to the victim. Isa ti napilitan nagsao, ada ti makungkuna Barangay Health Action Center, mesa nga mabalim pagtarayan, ti mesa nga biktima ti torture, deta po. Mabalim pa nga tumarekat Commission on Human Rights. Same is true with the Public Attorney's Office. So napilitan nakman nga nagsaon, so that the victim will not think nga iti Ilocos Norte akit laws are being ignored. Laws are still applicable in Ilocos Norte regardless of your station in life. Yes, that was part of my privilege speech. It is. We have a lot of decisions from the Supreme Court stating that even if a government official or employee resigned from his post, the administrative aspect of the case may still continue or proceed for the simple reason. We need to know whether or not that person is still fit to continue or eventually reapply for government post. Otherwise, no, di lang ti rason nag-resign kit hanga mabaling nga mapilaanen, akit ag-resign amin, malpas nga madismiss tay kaso, akit ag-reapply damanen. So that is one thing that must be trashed out apo ti administrative case. Saan nga rason ti pinag-resign o pinag-resign apo.
Okay, sir. Sir, kadati agundaway makadkado ato pa ni Bombo Roger Lopez, an anchorman kadati ang programa. Bombo Roger, na dapat ikayat mo nga salud-sudan kani Konsehal Pereira. Go ahead.
Okay, maraming salamat, Bobo Chen, Bagarabi, Attorney Jason Pereira. Attorney, what if urhang nga dumatag deti victim mabalin na ta nga gipile ti case iti ang against kini former Kapitan Toledanes, attorney?
Legally, someone must execute an affidavit. That is required. But under this Anti-Torture Act, there must be an assistance coming from the government. Ti gobyerno, ti dumanon ka di biktima. The Commission on Human Rights, the other government offices must proceed to the victim and inform him of his rights. And same is, the government must provide security to that victim. Nakalawlawag di Jilinteg, Apo. We need to assist the helpless. We need to help out the poor, Apo. And if somebody will violate dilo, especially kadeto yung nakita tayo nga nagkaro nga napasamak, someone must be held accountable. Otherwise, magbagadan nga the law does not apply to all. Hangag apply ti linteg ti nababaknang. That is something that we cannot give as a message to the public. That's why during my privileged speech, I even inform or convey the message to the PNP if they are really up to the maintenance of peace and order within our community to verify if these individuals involved in this video recording, dagiti makita yun, nakataduda nga kimabil, whether or not they are licensed holder of firearms. If they are licensed holder of firearm, anak aramilin ti kapulisan tayo. One of the requirements for you to possess a firearm under the law, akit, hangka dapat hot-tempered, hangka hamo dapat nga iris-risgo ti biyag ti sabaling nga tao. In this case, was it not established already the hot-temperedness of a person? At we do not know, probably in the future, mabaling no ma-break man te, madanon man te breaking point ti mesa nga taon, baka sabalin ton hanto nga malutis o sarendan, hanto nga imat o sarenda, but a weapon that will easily extinguish a man's life.
Okay, attorney. Maraming salamat. Kaditi oras ng PM Stasyon ni Bombo Radyo Malaksid, attorney. Dadapay ni nayon mo or mensahe kaditi publiko kaditi nga balik especially kaditi kastoy nga cases, attorney.
Well, my advice to all the persons, whether you are in the government service or a businessman, no da makita tayo nga kakastoy nga krimen nga napaspasamak where you think madit inaramid ti tao, do not take the law into your hands. It's better to report it to the authorities. No employer ka ikatem DJ empleyado na pinpinkas la DJ. Nyan DJ kabil-kabilem, nakadado kay nga mang kabil. And worse, I cannot really understand why is there a need to take a video recording hang kumaawatan di day at ti general rule of the thumb no garami kat krimen hamukayat ti ada paper trail hamukayat nga ada traces of an evidence kadi dinaramid mo, but in this case why is it nga i-record na pay lang then eventually may i-publish nga mabuyat itao. I cannot understand that.